When you say run your own cases, so in theory, you could have run your own investigations?
Yeah, and we did.
Okay, so what did you believe and what did it end up to be? What were your responsibilities as a air interdiction agent?
Mainly it was surveillance
Okay.
and backing up, with video evidence, finding where the bad guys are,
Mhm.
where they're holed up, following them so they don't get burned on surveillances, on the ground, um, and then doing warrants. That was the other great fun thing about that was with the helicopter. Actually, it was a cartel leader here on the east side of Houston. It's right when I got back from Afghanistan. The guy had the ground agents had already been running this case for about a year, and they already knew this cartel guy lived out there at the end of the street, and all the houses on that street were typical mobile homes that were also illegal aliens that would watch out for him and such. Uh, they had made inroads to the maid that was also illegal, but they made inroads on her to find out where this guy was going. Everything we could, obviously about the guy. We used to, phone taps, wiretaps, all that sort of stuff. But the thing that really scared us was she goes like, we go, does he have any guns there? She goes, oh yeah, he's got a, chrome plated, typical cartel, chrome plated pistol, chrome plated AK-47. He's got a hitman that sleeps in the front room in the sofa, on the sofa. He's a small house, about a 1,500 square foot home, 2 bedrooms. Um, and and he goes, and he's got, I don't know what it is, but it's this tube. It's about 4 feet long. I think it's on this bipod. Now this lady, she's only speaking Spanish. She's illegal. She's working her freedom as a maid for this guy and his wife, for this cartel guy and his wife. Um, so she doesn't know. She's describing a mortar. And so the agents pull out a picture of a mortar. So you're like, yeah. And we're like, oh shit. We knew they had 50 cows and all that down on the border, but wow, this is a mortar system here in Houston. We're like, wow, man, that just upped the game big time. So, morning of, I just gotten back from Afghanistan. It's too much fun. Um, 4 o'clock in the morning on the east side of Houston. I'm up at 5,000 feet circling. Um, Airliners are coming in, the Intercontinental underneath me and all, and talking to, Houston Approach saying like, hey guys, we're going to have a law enforcement event action happening here in about 30 minutes. I'm going to be going from my altitude right now down to the ground. And so I won't be able to talk to you. And he's going, all right, just tell us when you're going to do it and all. And so sure enough, off in the distance, I see the convoy, the conga line of all the vehicles of the local DPS and our customs, CBP agents and ICE agents and all them. And they're coming down the road and everything. And at this time, I'm circling and descending, coming down out of altitude, and I married up with them, the convoys that's making it down the road. That's a cul-de-sac where the house was, and there was the guy has your typical salvage yard fencing on the sides, and would always put a steel gate in front, and he would always park his truck right behind it. And so that was the other thing I'd tell them, no, the truck is not there. And I go, all right, so they can take the MRAP and just bust through the gate. And the maid said like, oh yeah, yeah, the maid sleeps on the sofa. What was it? Yeah, the maid sleeps in that bedroom, and that hitman, the bodyguard, sleeps on the sofa. So they said, all right, we're coming in from the front door and the back door. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be violent. Just stay in your bed. No, stay on the sofa. Yeah, she was supposed to have been on the sofa. Yeah, she was supposed to be on the sofa. She says she sleeps on the sofa. She goes, just stay on the sofa and cower up, and an agent will be with you, and we'll get you out of there and all. So we're coming in. The convoy's coming in. I'm rolling down, and I'm about 30 feet above them, coming in with the convoy. I'm looking off the right side there with goggles and all, and wham, the MRAP goes through the gate. This is cool. Slow down, get right to the back door of the house. I've got a brand new AIA agent that's running the camera. I mean, this guy, brand new, very brand new. And he even said when we were up high, he goes, how low are we going to get? I'm like, hold my beer. Watch this. I go, no, we're gonna get down there. So whatever. And so as we're coming down, he's zooming out on the camera. He was zoomed in on the house. As I got lower, he zooms out, zooms out, zooms out, coming in, rolling in on the house, and I get right behind the house and he's going like, "Hey, something's wrong with the camera. All I see are squares," and I'm like, "Dude, that's the tiles. We're like 10 feet away from the roof right here, and I've got the searchlight in that back window, and I've got an ICE agent behind me. Um, he's talking to the guys on the ground. I'm like 10 feet away in the helicopter. And I'm like, hey, man, watch it. Because there's a swimming pool, a blow up swimming pool, and all the rotor washers blowing the water out of it. And I'm like, watch that pool. If it starts flying, I don't want it flying up around, tell me, and we're going to take off because I don't want it to come down on me. The dogs, they're typical guard dogs, they're running off, off to the back 40 and everything. Sitting right there, at a hover, night vision goggles, got the searchlight right on that back window where the bad guy is, the cartel leader is. And then the agents come in, they throw a flashbang. I mean, boom. I mean, I felt it in my ass. And I just like, boom, loud as could be. I'm like, wow, shit. This. And then I've got the searchlight right there. And I see the back window kind of like open up. And then I don't see him anymore. And so I slide forward a little bit to the other side of the house. And then I see the other agents, they're slicing the screens on that front bedroom where the hitman's supposed to be. And see, they're throwing flashbangs in the window and all that, and boom, 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 and all this. I'm like, oh man, this is cool shit. And so then it's all right, Omaha, our call sign goes, all right, Omaha, you're clear, and so take off and everything. And found out afterwards. Well, Scott goes like, damn, dude, you said you were getting low, but I didn't know that low. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, even Matt, the ice agent, was like, damn, dude, I've never been on the receiving end of a flashbang like that. And so when the agents went in the front door, the maid was on the sofa. She stood up and like, wham, they pounded her to the ground. No, the hitman was on the front and the sofa, so they just tackled his ass. The guys that went in to the back bedroom, they said that cartel guy was looking out the window when they came in, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Now he's buck naked. His wife in the bed is buck naked, and they said like, "Oh shit!" And they're going like, "Hey man, now," and he's looking down at the bottom of his bed, and they're going, "Dude, you do not want to die naked," and all. And he's like, "Caramba!" And and then the maid that was supposed to, well, there was in the front room, there was some, yeah, she was now on the bed. The flashbangs hit the headboard of the bed, and blew up right behind her, right behind the the headboard. And so they found her cowering, blind, and couldn't hear a damn thing off in the corner there. And yeah, there you go. That's the other stuff we did as a helicopter pilot with the air interdiction stuff, as an air interdiction agent. Warrant support like that, surveillances, following people all over the city, a lot of border patrol support down on the border all the way from Brownsville all the way to San Diego.